The ANOVA-1 is a full-featured smart pump-off control for electrified pump jacks. It is reliable, affordable at just $600 per unit, and packed with features. It was engineered and designed by a team that operates over 1,000 marginal stripper oil wells across western Pennsylvania. The ANOVA-1 uses a proprietary statistical algorithm to determine when a well is pumped off. It is fully weatherproofed with an IP67 rating and manufactured in Warren, Pennsylvania. Before we get into the specifics of the ANOVA-1, let's consider the advantages of using any pump-off controller. With a pump-off controller, the well doesn't overpump or underpump. It automatically runs the correct duration for each pump cycle. The problem of underpumping is obvious. If a well bore is not cleared of oil and brine, production is lost. Overpumping is also very costly. Running a pump jack on a well that is pumped off, also known as fluid pound, results in premature wear on downhole pump components. This causes more frequent downtime and pulling expenses. It also wastes electricity and wears surface equipment. Management of timers is the main job of pumpers. Gas pressure variations, natural well decline, pump wear, power outages, water flood injection rates, and many other factors cause the correct pump time for each pump cycle to fluctuate from day to day. With a pump-off controller, wells can manage these changes automatically. This eliminates guesswork and repeated visits to each well to try and catch the well pumping off and adjust timers. In addition to managing pump times, the ANOVA-1 can also address freeze-offs, line blockages, wax buildup in the tubing and belt slippage.
Installation is easy. First, mount controller on jack and attach the sensor harness to the bridle and polish rod. Then pass included wire into the electrical box, with the black and white wire to power and green and red wire to the motor control circuit. If replacing a dumb mechanical or digital timer, you can use the same 4 wires that went into the old timer.
An alternate bracket is available for wells that have rod rotators. The ANOVA-1 uses a statistical algorithm to determine pump off. This algorithm needs data while the well is pumping full strokes. We call this process the learn mode. It usually takes about 2 to 4 minutes. Learn mode is activated by the user when setting up the controller, and any time a well is serviced. Once activated, the unit will progress through the learn mode on its own. When done, the well shuts off, and the ANOVA-1 is ready to go.
There are 3 ways to start your well. First, by pressing the D key on unit. It will stop when pumped off and store a well record. Use the timer mode to set up to 28 timers for any combination of days of the weeks and time of day. The pump jack will start, turn off when pumped off, and save a pump record. Pump records, timers, and settings are stored in persistent memory. Intermittent power, like that at a generator lease, is no problem.
Fillage mode will pump the well until it is pumped off. Rest a user-defined fill time, then pump the well again. This will repeat indefinitely, and a pump record will be created for each pump cycle. The ANOVA-1 works by sensing the traveling valve opening and closing in the working barrel, not by monitoring pressure on the oil lines. This way, it can work properly on wells that need some time to pump up to surface. This method also allows the unit to sense serious wax buildup in the tubing before it throws the bridle or gets into the gathering lines. When the well is pumping, 2 blue LEDs indicate that the traveling valve is open. In a fully stroking well, this will be from the top to bottom of the downstroke. When the well is pumped off, the blue lights will flash only at the bottom of the downstroke or not at all. The well will shut down, create a pump record, and display the pump duration on the screen. The unit will then wait for the next pump cycle to start, either by user command, timer, or after the fill time has elapsed. ANOVA-1 stores the prior 100 pump records, which can easily be scrolled through. Each pump record has the date, time, and duration in minutes that the well pumped. In the case of a fault, such as low temperature or emergency shutdown, a code will be recorded instead of the pump duration. Pump records provide the well operator with valuable data on well performance and help identify maintenance issues. An initialization sequence at the beginning of the pump cycle allows for belt slippage. This is important on jacks without belt guards that tend to slip at startup in wet weather. In this example, we simulated a completely broken belt. If a pump cycle fails to advance past initialization, a pump record is created with the failure to initialize, or FTI, code. The low temperature feature allows the user to set a minimum external temperature for the well to pump. If the temperature is below this minimum, the well will not pump, and the unit will create a pump record with the low T code. The emergency shutdown feature triggers when the downward rod travel speed slows significantly, also known as rods floating. This may be due to blocked oil lines, wax buildup downhole, or other causes. The unit will shut down the well and create a ESD well record. To wrap up, let's look at a use case example. This well pumped about 45 minutes a day on a standard mechanical timer. An ANOVA-1 was installed when the well was brought back to production after a well treatment. Pump time settled in around 15 minutes per hour and slowly declined to around 10 minutes. From June 26th until the 30th, there was a power outage at this lease. When power was restored, the well pumped for 5.5 hours. All of this was automatic. The pumper didn't have to guess how long to set the timer after the well treatment or after power was restored. He didn't return repeatedly to the lease to check and adjust timers. When he did return, he had a set of pump records that showed him exactly what the well had done. Thank you for watching this brief introductory video. The ANOVA-1 was designed and built by a small operator for small operators. It is rugged, reliable, and affordable at only $600. Visit our website at www.hhpumpoffcontrols.com to place an order or for more information.